everybody, welcome to another exciting edition of 5 Questions with WR.
That's right, we are back with another video. Sorry.
You both there, did you? Let's sit on me there 1 minute.
Yeah, I almost sit on you like fucking Yokozuna does his opponents. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Wrestling Rampage. 2, follow us on Twitter @WrestleRampage. Hit that subscribe button to one of the greatest wrestling YouTube channels going today, Wrestling Rampage. We got 5 questions to do right here. Well, we actually have 6 questions to do for you guys today. We are very sorry about the lighting in here. I need to buy light bulbs, and I keep forgetting light bulbs, so it's pretty much my fault.
And where we're at, it's storming and it's dark.
Yeah, it's storming right now and everything else. So if you hear thunder in the background, sorry about that.
Hear the clash of lightning and everything. Don't worry about it. We're safe.
Yeah, we're safe. So, we'll go ahead and get started with 5 questions with Wrestling Rampage. These are the questions you guys asked us, and feel free to ask us anytime that you guys want to on our Facebook or on our Twitter or in the comments below, because we'll be glad to answer each and every question that you guys ask, as long as it's not too personal. First question is asked by Macy Grice. How do you feel about Carmella Money in the Bank being taken away when Money in the Bank has no rules?
Well, to be honest, I don't give a fuck, because I don't care about Carmella, and to be honest, I just didn't give a fuck.
Money in the Bank was not too bad, but it wasn't that great either.
Yeah, it was a so-so.
It was a so-so pay-per-view. It really was a so-so pay-per-view. Carmella winning, if you guys, you guys should know, but James Ellsworth climbed the ladder and got Carmella's briefcase down for her, and then the next week, 2 days passed, and on SmackDown Live, Daniel Bryan had a rematch.
Yep.
And Carmella won again.
Yes.
Now, James Ellsworth did get involved, but he wasn't a factor in the end.
Yeah, she actually climbed the ladder and got it.
Yeah.
But still, it's just, I'm not a big Carmella fan.
Yeah.
And they always pick, and see, that's what makes me mad. They always pick the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did in the Cruiserweight Classic. Look at TJP now, he's nothing. And he still is nothing.
TJP has fallen big time. Well, I wasn't a fan of him.
Me neither. And same thing with the United Kingdom Championship. Oh, they pick fucking no beer. They can't even have a beer.
Tyler Bate.
And
now it's represented with Pete Dunne.
Yes, finally someone good for a change. I like Neville, but it's just, I'm just not a fan of Carmella. I've never been a fan of Carmella. She was a lackey for Enzo and Cass. That's all she was to me.
Yeah, she was Enzo and Cass's manager, and that's the way I still feel about it.
That's the way I still feel. She hasn't got, and her fucking move, that fucking shitty goddamn submission, that's fucking as weak as fuck. Anyone could get out of that motherfucker. And I don't see how anyone taps out. I just think Carmella sucks.
Well, how do you feel about it being taken away when Money in the Bank really doesn't have no rules?
Yeah, to be honest, quite frankly, it's WWE for you. They change rules. They change rules. They
change rules to set for them.
They change rules. They don't go by the rules. 30 days. They don't go by that rule. There's tons of rules that WWE don't use. 30 days. We never heard of that.
Oh, but a couple months later, well, the 30 days is up for the championship. We're going to have to strip you of the belt.
Yeah, but I don't care.
You don't care, Pops, about the Carmella situation? What do you think?
Well, here's the thing about that right here. Yeah, there was no rules, but if you listen to what was said, it said a woman climbed the ladder. A woman. Ellsworth was no woman. He could be. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he's got a pussy instead of a dick. Who knows? But anyway.
Maybe.
That stands to reason. If it was me, I'd have knocked his chin off.
It's already off.
Well, I knocked it off further because he has none. I think in that right there match, it was judgely right for them to take it away because it said a woman, not a man, a woman. Like I said, he could be a woman. Who knows? But
well, how do you feel about her actually climbing the ladder and getting it now? Do you think she deserves it, or do you think?
I think it was a fluke. She does get the title. You know, you got wrestlers there like Natalia. You got wrestlers there like Charlotte. You got wrestlers there that they're like
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. Who in the hell do you think she's going to defend that? Any one of them women can take her.
Fuck, even Naomi
and beat the fuck out of it. Naomi.
Even Lana probably could.
Yeah, probably Lana could probably even beat her. It's just it's a farce.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Carmella.
But here's the thing I must say. At least, you know, they're giving all the wrestlers, you know, something to do. Okay.
Carmella, just not a big fan of. I didn't really care personally.
There you go. That's like me.
As you guys know, I mean, if you guys did watch our predictions for Money in the Bank, I did go for Becky Lynch, and Tommy did as well.
I went for Carmella.
No. You went for Carmella, but I went for Becky Lynch, and this is the second time that she almost got the belt. Well, the briefcase, pretty much. And it was out of.
And didn't I go with Carmella again?
Well, fuck Carmella.
It's just because I know how. See, I know how WWE books. Hey, I just did a Sean's View Entertainment. They took my idea. Can I get some money?
Maybe.
You know.
Not for me though.
They took my idea, Sean's View Entertainment. I said Carmella will win and everything, and they did exactly what I said. Can I get some money? They used my idea. Fucking looking motherfucking
basically,
looking motherfucker.
I went for Charlotte, but she was nowhere in the picture. Former champion 4 times. I think now that she's gonna flounder because they don't want to push. But I must say that she's there somewhere. I just don't think she'll be in a title picture anywhere down the road. They're going to make it with Carmella or somebody else that don't know shit about what they're doing. But that's WWE for you.
Next question asked by Evil Nerd, and it's pretty good question. Where is America Alpha?
Where is American Alpha?
Yes.
They're on WWE Main Event on WWE Network. Check that out. Who sent that question?
Evil Nerd.
Evil Nerd, you need to get WWE Network and watch WWE Main Events, and you'll see American Alpha. Because I haven't seen him on SmackDown. The only time I seen him was that Kevin Owens fucking Open Challenge, and that was just Chad Gable.
Chad Gable came out, lost, of course,
and
then went back into obscurity.
Yeah. See, you need to, if you don't have Main Event, get WWE Network and watch Main Event. That's where you'll see American Alpha.
I don't know where American Alpha
I told you where they are.
I know Jason Jordan just got married recently, but that doesn't mean you can't go on the road, you know. American Alpha was actually built up to be one of the best tag teams on SmackDown. Now you just don't even see them.
No, like I said, you know where they're at.
Are you sure they're on?
Yeah, they're on Main Event.
Well, I can't confirm this because I don't watch Main Event.
Well, I don't either. I just know they are.
You just know they are?
Dad!
Got a crystal ball there, do you?
Question, where is America Alpha?
Well, to me, American Alpha is like all the other wrestlers. WWE will use them for a while, then they'll put them down, keep them down, and then what do you know? They'll pop back up, and they'll be renamed. So you know, so you see, that's what WWE does. That's why WWE has. I don't like WWE because they do a lot of crooked shit. You see, it's just, you know, the good wrestlers that went there, that they robbed other companies to get them. Where are they? That's a question you ought to be asking yourself: is where are they? Because WWE used them and you got rid of them.
American Alpha, I don't know where they are.
I already told you.
Main Event.
They'll be popping up here pretty soon. You probably won't recognize them. They'll probably give them some fucked up gimmick that you can't even recognize them in.
I know. So far they've been putting, you know, the New Day in the title picture, the Usos have been getting in the title picture.
There you
Well,
go.
the Usos were the tag team champs.
That's why I said they're in the title picture, because they're the champs.
But the New Day just waltzes into SmackDown Live. Are they doing a Cena?
Yeah, they're doing a Cena.
They're doing a Cena here?
I'm back!
Yep.
Title, baby!
You know, and here's the thing. I know here on SmackDown,
Yeah.
they got a fucking rap off. A
Yes.
fucking rap off.
I'll wrap off.
What's Xavier Woods going to rap off? I Bang Paige?
Me and Brad Maddox, we hit Paige.
We hit her with my Iron Sheik shoes. Is that what? And Kofi Kingston, I don't know what he's going. Is he going to?
You Jamaican me crazy.
Yeah. Is he going to go boom, boom, boom? And Big E, is he going to talk?
He's just going to dance in the background.
Yeah. Is he just going to do the gyrations? You know. And the Usos, well, they going to mention Day One-ish.
Yeah.
You're in the Usos penitentiary.
You're in the Usos penitentiary now, son.
Well, we'll find out this coming soon.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mark Boy 316 wrote us, if you could book a Money in the Bank match in the 80s golden era, who would you put in the match?
Okay. Ric Flair. Randy Savage. Hogan.
Honestly, I'll climb the ladder, but go ahead.
Who gives a fuck? He's going to be in it up because
He's top star in the 80s.
he's
Go
top
ahead.
star. Roddy Piper. I'm going to have to put Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. And my last pick would have to be... Who would be the last guy? It probably would have to be fucking Dusty Rhodes.
Alright, Pops. 6 people.
No.
We're not doing now WWE, we're doing the original Money in the Bank, so six
Ric
people.
Flair would have to go. Hulk Hogan, Rick Rude would be there. I'd have to put Ricky Steamboat in there. Probably throw the Warrior in there.
One more.
And
See Tommy's face when you said Warrior.
finally, Dusty Rhodes.
I would put Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, Ricky Steamboat, Rick Rude, Ric Flair, and last person. Need a big guy in there. Andre the Giant.
Ooh, that would be a barn right there.
There we go. But that's who I would do in the golden era. Let us know in the comments below, in the 1980s, if there was a Money in the Bank, who would you put in the Money in the Bank match?
Another thing is, all three of us had different people we put in there. Some of us put the same people in there. But who do you think, in each one of our three, do you think that would be one hell of a match now, wouldn't it?
It would.
Damn. Because you'd have the so much golden talent in there, it's ridiculous.
Next, the next 3 questions are asked by the same person, which is our good friend from England, Tez Johnson.
Hello, Tez.
We'll go ahead and answer his questions here. If King of the Ring returned, who would you put the crown on?
Tez Johnson, why'd you have to mention King of the Ring? Tez, why did you have to mention King of the Ring? Name any good fucking King of the Ring besides King Booker and Brock Lesnar.
In the last almost 20 years.
Name them. Name them. Ken Shamrock, I didn't see nothing good out of Kenny.
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn, I didn't see nothing good out of Billy Gunn when he won the King of the Ring. Mabel, oh God.
William Regal.
William Regal, fucking Sheamus, fucking Barrett. Fuck. Oh, Owen Hart was good King of the Ring, but he didn't get nothing to show for it.
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart, good King of the Ring, got nothing to show for it. Edge, King of the Ring, got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, besides King Booker in the last 17 years, since 2000.
At least they got catapulted where they can win a world title. Brock Lesnar won the Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam 2002.
And this is the thing about Edge, too. Edge, he got some opportunities, but he didn't get no world championship
No, he didn't get no world title shot when he won that in 2001. In 2006, King Booker won the King of the Ring. He got a title shot at the Great American Bash, beating Rey Mysterio. He got something in return. All the other past King of the Rings didn't get jack shit. Sheamus, he was buried. King Barrett, he was buried as king. Mabel, he got a title shot but failed miserably.
Yeah, to get a
I remember that shitty SummerSlam 95 match. It was the drizzle of fucking shits with Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Diesel can have a good match if he's in there with somebody, but if he's in there with somebody that that's the shit, it's gonna be a shitty match.
You know, in 96.
Why? Because you have to have somebody to carry
Stone Cold
him.
Steve
That's
Austin
why.
was good. Stone Cold Steve Austin was good. It catapulted him to be a fan favorite. In 96, it catapulted him. It did something. Triple H did something. But some of these King of the Rings were busily fucking shits. Mm-hmm. You know, Owen Hart, yeah, he was good, but he didn't get nothing to show for it.
So, if this is the thing, if King of the Ring does return, what are they actually winning?
Yeah, what are they winning? Are they going to win a championship opportunity? Are they, or is it just...
Or you just go walk around with that fucking ridiculous crown.
We're going to give you that ridiculous Burger King crown.
Here's the thing.
And the robe. And
the scepter.
And the scepter. And you're going to sit in that shitty chair. That's your King of the Ring spotlight. Well, godly, sign me up.
Here's the thing. You just got... I mean, you're not going to... If they do, you're not going to go anywhere. Are you just going to dress up and get up and to yourself walk out when you got a wrestling match and pronounce it to the guy that's commentating there? Make sure you mention I won King of the Ring. What are you going to do that?
What does that do for you?
Nothing.
Since we'll say 97, all right. Since 97, there hasn't been any good King of the Ring except for Booker T. Now Edge did the best he could, but he didn't get no opportunities really, except for like his feud with Christian for the Intercontinental title.
Brock Lesnar, he won King of the Ring, and it got him to SummerSlam 2002 for an undisputed title shot against The Rock. He got something in return.
So
here's the thing. I'm going to say this because if you people watch, but you know how I feel about WWE anyway. I think they suck dick. That they don't know how to use their talent, but that they rob from other companies. But here's the thing. They know who they're going to push, and they will push that guy. It doesn't matter how good he is or how bad he is. If he's the worst motherfucking wrestler on the... If WWE is going to push that motherfucker, he's going to get something out of it. I don't give a fuck world title. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the son bitch don't know a wrist lock from a wrist watch. The motherfucker's going to get a title if they push the motherfucker.
I hope King of the Ring does not return because it's not worth a damn thing.
Nope.
But if it does return, who would you put the crown on?
Well, see, I got to give it to a floundering superstar.
Of course you have to give it to a floundering superstar.
I got to give it to Sami Zayn. He hasn't done jack fucking diddly poo. He hasn't done diddly poo.
Making King of the Ring going to help him out? Don't
Well,
think
goddamn, we'll give him something.
We can walk around and say I'm King of the Ring.
Well, goddamn,
who cares?
It's better than walking down there, hey, and then get his fucking clock cleaned and then fucking lose.
Yes. You know, I'll give him King of the Ring, but I'll give him either an Intercontinental title shot or a United States title shot. Give him something. That's who I choose. I choose Sami Zayn because he's floundering. He's floundering on SmackDown.
I'm going with Sami Zayn as well. Pops?
I'm sorry, I have to go with Sami Zayn too because he is floundering. But still, yet it doesn't really matter because if it did happen and Sami Zayn did win, and I like Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn's a hell of a talent, but they don't want. Just like I said, WWE don't want to use, you know, people that's got talent. But they'd rather give it to somebody that fucking don't. You know, it's just the way it is. You know?
Next question asked by Tez Johnson. Why did WWE, WWF before 1997 neither have a triple threat match or a fatal four-way match as main events?
Well, they did.
What would you guys like to see?
Well, they did have a fatal four-way match. I think it was either 96 or 97. It was an In Your House. It's called Fatal Four. And they had Vader, Austin, Undertaker, and Bret Hart. And it was a fatal four-way. So they did do one. But I don't remember doing the early. Here's the thing: in the early days, you really didn't need that.
Yeah.
Because wrestling was on fire, and all you needed was a single and tag.
Yep.
You didn't need to do other shit. That's all you needed.
Now, if they did have triple threats and fatal four ways in the 80s and the 90s, well, early 90s, who would you want to see in a triple threat or a fatal four way?
Well, are you talking about in the 80s?
Well, you pick.
Alright, well. If I had to choose, I'm going to do one on WWF and one WCW.
Good.
Alright, in WWF, the fatal four would be Hogan, Savage, Savage, Ted DiBiase, because he was really good in the 80s. He still is. And I got to go with the last person. I got to go with another heel. And it'll probably be Mr. Perfect. And then the WCW, Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Dusty Rhodes, and probably the last person on the list that I would choose will be, it automatically have to be fucking, Barry Windham.
Now, see, going back to what you just said there, you know, with the WCW. See, this is the reason why back then, in the 80s and the 90s, early 90s, you didn't need triple threat matches or fatal four-way matches. This is the reason. People liked the story of the feud.
Yeah,
all right?
You really didn't need it.
You didn't need it, and you know, and that's also what kind of ruins today's wrestling as well.
Exactly. I've said that before too.
Screw it. We'll just throw them all out there.
That's it.
Instead of trying to build some type of feud.
Exactly.
If you guys remember Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat's feud, great. They always had great matches. They always had something to say.
Great promos.
Exactly.
Great promos that cut it about each other.
Same thing with Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes. Same thing with Ric Flair and Sting.
Great.
You know, they always had something.
Exactly.
And same thing with even with fucking Hogan and Andre. They had a rivalry. Fucking Hogan and Savage.
And they go into tag matches. The Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express.
Exactly.
The Hart Foundation versus Demolition.
Yeah.
You know, you got all sorts of different feuds that you guys can have, and you know.
And what got me, you know, the tag team that you know that we went to, you know, they would do things to each other, you know, and it would bring more fire to the feud that they've had. I mean, I can't imagine how many times, you know, that you know, they got hit with Jim Cornette's racket, the Rock and Roll Express, and remember the time that the Rock and Roll Express put Jim Cornette's head in that birthday cake? Remember that? That fueled the fire. They don't do that no more. I'm sorry, you guys don't. I mean,
well, who would you like to see in an earlier day? Who would you like to see in fatal four-way or triple threat matches?
Oh hell.
Or you're fine with just the way it was.
I'm fine just the way it was back in that day because really, I mean, I'm being honest about this. If they did something like that right there, what would it really prove? Because it didn't really prove anything. I mean, what would you be fighting for? What would poor me be in there want to fight for? Me, I know what
championship is all I'd say.
That would be what I want to be.
And then sometimes there's not a good story behind it either.
Yeah, I would top it off with this right here. Now, me and my boys are all creators here. We think, well, what would the people really want to see? Well, first of all, we'd think we'd have to have a storyline, and we just weren't going to throw 4 guys in there and not have a story behind it on every guy. Why their feud? When the feud started? How far back did it go? And another thing is, when we got them in there, we'd give them something to fight for, like a title. God, I don't know, man. You guys just don't know how to handle it.
Triple threat and fatal 4-way matches were just they weren't needed back then. They just weren't.
No.
Because adding people to a rivalry that's already started or is about to start, there's no sense in it.
It was it would be a bad, broken idea.
You know, don't get me wrong. Let's just be honest. Edge, Christian, Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys, they did have a good rivalry. But what was the rivalry really about?
Yeah.
Nothing. But they always had good matches, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell a real story.
Real story.
Yeah. They didn't tell a rivalry story, but they did have good matches, though.
Yeah.
See, that's where sometimes the fans lose interest.
Yeah.
In things because they can't follow it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I wouldn't want to see.
I wouldn't either. They could, between that tag team, they could have did something, like who's the best tag team? Get into a round about who's the best tag team. Have a fight. Go fight backstage. I mean, there's tons of things you could work an angle on to make it seem interesting, but WWE never does. They're going to throw shit together, and it really doesn't mean anything. The writers suck.
Last question. Tez Johnson, who would win? HBK 1996 or HBK 2002?
I gotta go with Shawn Michaels 1996 because if he'll take his ball and go home if we don't get his way. 2002 Michaels would just kiss the chain.
Kiss the chain.
Kiss the Christ chain. And but Shawn Michaels 96 would get pissed off and go to Vince's office. Vince, I lost my smile. I'm leaving.
I'm taking my pills with me.
And I'll be back in the summer. I'm gonna take my summertime off. And see, Shawn Michaels got away with a lot of shit, man. Me, if I was a promoter and I had a wrestler, yeah, he's talented and everything, but if I had a wrestler that did the shit Shawn Michaels did, he would have been fired a long time ago.
I agree with that right there.
Besides Taker, who did you have in that era that was an established star?
Yeah, Bret Hart. I'm sorry, I still think Bret is better.
Well, Bret left.
Yeah.
Well,
Who do you have? Who do you have that's an established star?
But Bret never caused any problems in the locker room either.
In 97, let's go. In 1997, who did you have besides Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker that were established stars? He was getting there. He wasn't an established star yet. He was on his way, but he wasn't an established star yet.
He wasn't up there yet, but he was
star.
climbing.
An established star.
Well, see.
There you go.
The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, yes, they were established stars. But I'm talking about I would not put through what Vince went with Shawn Michaels.
I know.
So he had to be either sucking Vince's dick or kissing his fucking ass. Either one. Because I don't see how the hell Vince put up with that shit. Because if I was the owner and a wrestler did that shit to me like Shawn did, lost my smile, I'm dropping the belt here. No, motherfucker. I don't give a damn if you're a broken leg. You're going in the goddamn ring and dropping that belt. He even dropped the belt. He even got pissed off when he dropped the belt to Sid. And the crowd went ecstatic when Sid beat him. And I love that. Because I'm not a Shawn Michaels fan. I hate Shawn Michaels.
I know. 1996 Shawn will take it because he has Vince in his back pocket. He has Vince in his back pocket. If he doesn't like it, he will take the title and go home.
He's done it before. He'll do it again.
And
everything else.
And
So 1996 Shawn will win.
He will also pick who he's going to drop the title to and who he's not going to drop the title to. And then another thing,